Welcome to today's deep dive. Next time you look at a massive, crystal clear 8K display, maybe don't look at the screen. You should actually look at the wall behind it.
Yeah.
Because trying to push like 32 gigabits of data a second through a standard copper wire is physically impossible without degrading your signal into a stuttering mess.
Oh, absolutely. It just turns into a huge traffic jam. That massive 32.4 gigabits per second bandwidth is entirely necessary now, especially with DisplayPort 1.4 pushing uncompressed HDR.
And the heavy encryption, right?
Yeah, the encryption overhead from HDCP 2.3 is huge. At that point, copper just hits a physical wall. The electrical resistance causes severe attenuation over distance.
The electrons basically just run out of steam.
Exactly.
Which is why today we're unpacking a highly specialized piece of AV hardware from an HDTVSupply catalog. It's the Celerity UFO-DP-RX Universal Fiber Optic DisplayPort Receiver Lead.
A very long name for a very cool device. It basically ditches electricity for light. It utilizes this MPO fiber optic plug connectivity to get maximum bandwidth and distance.
Okay, but for those of us who haven't really dug into enterprise networking, what exactly is MPO giving us here?
Well, MPO stands for multi-fiber push-on. It's basically a connector that perfectly aligns multiple delicate strands of optical fiber into a single plug.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so instead of one electrical signal fighting resistance down a copper pipe, you have simultaneous pulses of light traveling flawlessly. Zero signal degradation.
Right, but let's talk about the physical reality of actually plugging this thing in. Looking
Yeah.
at the catalog options, this receiver lead comes in 3 lengths. There's 3 inches, 6 feet, and, 20 feet.
Yes, 20 feet.
Why would you need 20 extra feet for a receiver lead? Like if the main fiber cable is doing the heavy lifting across the whole building, is this just providing a ton of slack right at the projector?
Exactly. It is all about the slack. You have to remember this receiver isn't some standalone magical cord. It's one endpoint of the broader UFO system.
Oh, so it has to connect to the main UFO cable.
Right. And a 20-foot lead gives installers the critical flexibility to navigate really complex ceiling mounts. You absolutely do not want to force that rigid primary fiber connection into a tight, awkward 90-degree corner.
Ah, that makes total sense. So you keep the delicate main fiber safe and just use the lead for the final awkward routing.
Precisely. And there is another crucial detail here. It includes a USB-A power lead.
Wait, really? Why does a display cable need its own independent USB power?
Well, this is where the physics get kind of wild. You aren't just sending simple data. You are literally converting a movie into light, shooting it across a room, and then relying on a tiny photoelectric factory at the end of the cable to rebuild it into electricity.
In real time?
Yes, in real time, just so the projector can actually read it. And that real-time conversion requires active, independent power.
Okay, well, building a tiny factory into a cord certainly explains the price tag. I saw the MSRP for the single receiver lead is $260.
It is, though it's currently marked down to $189 at HDTVSupply.
Nice. And HDTVSupply is an interesting place to buy this kind of niche commercial gear. They have, what, a 25-year history?
Yep, 25 years.
And their hotline is literally 800-333 Wolfpack, which is super memorable. But buying this stuff comes with its own quirks.
Oh, absolutely. If you dig into their customer reviews, there is this fascinating divide. I mean, it has a stellar 4.7-star rating.
Right. Lots of glowing comments praising fast shipping.
Yeah, people specifically thanking staff members like Mike and Rachel for their help. But then you have this one customer named Robert B.
Oh, man, Robert B. He left a review saying every single time he tries to order, his credit card flags the transaction as fraud.
Which perfectly illustrates the hidden friction of e-commerce for high-end AV tech. Bank algorithms are trained on standard consumer behavior.
Like buying a $20 HDMI cable at a big box store.
Exactly. When a highly specialized B2B microtransaction for nearly $200 triggers at a niche supplier, the algorithm spots an anomaly and completely panics.
Wow. So, pulling this all together for you today, that flawless high-resolution viewing experience you expect is entirely reliant on a complex fiber optic infrastructure working tirelessly behind your wall.
It really is. And, as our home entertainment devices continually demand massive commercial-level bandwidth like 32.4 gigabits, it forces us to look ahead.
Right. Will fiber optics inevitably replace all the standard copper wiring in your home?
It is highly possible.
Are we heading toward a reality where every single copper cable you currently own is rendered completely obsolete? It is definitely something to chew on. Next time you're captivated by that crystal clear image on screen, remember, the real magic is hidden in the dark, traveling at the speed of light.